Well, Edna,
Yes.
thank you so much for helping
Yes.
my project.
Okay, you are welcome.
Could you say a little bit about yourself?
About myself, my name is Edna. I have two kids. I used to be a structural engineer. Now I work in a school, like helping students with science classes. I have two kids.
That
Yes.
sounds good. So you think about the future of humanity a lot.
Yes. And sometimes I worry when I think about the future.
Oh, what are your concerns?
Where, like, climate change, all the things that are happening, and when I think about my grandkids or how the future is going to be for them, sometimes I think, when I'm pessimistic, I think that we already reached the peak when life was the better in Earth,
okay.
and that probably we are kind of destroying it little by little. When I read the news about, I don't know, the North Pole losing all the ice, or all the water in the sea having a lot of pollution, that's bad. That's bad. Yes.
If you could wave a magic wand
Uh-huh.
to address these problems,
Uh-huh.
what do you think would be the first steps you would take?
Magic one, I think educate people,
Okay.
because people needs to be like more responsible. If everybody will try not to consume like things that they don't need to, and or things that where you don't waste a lot of materials, I think it would be something like that. Like, I think we buy a lot of things. People change clothes like every year, even they don't need to, and then you think where those clothes are going. So I think for me it would be like education and conscience for the people. I think that's the first thing, because if we are conscious, we are going to take care of everything. That's what I think.
I think you're 100% right, that it's about education and awareness. And I think a lot of it is, like food. You just go to a grocery store and it's there. You have no idea what it took to get to that point.
Yes.
And trash, you take out to the curb and it just disappears, twice a week. And you have no idea what happens to it after.
No, and when you see the amount of trash you, as a family, you put every week. Every week when I have just a little trash, I feel proud of ourselves. They say, "Oh, we didn't waste that much." Because when I was a kid, we didn't have like yogurts, or we didn't have like packed food. Everything was like fresh. We were like eating organic food, not because we were rich, only because that was what happened in my town. Everything was organic, the milk, the meat, everything. And so we never had all those packages for things. Now you go to the store, and just when you get there and you just put the things outside, it's already a lot of things, a lot of bags, a lot of things. Yeah.
Right, the plastic bags, the packaging,
Yes.
like milk cartons. I
Yes.
used to have bottles of milk, glass bottles, and I get them filled up and reuse the same bottle
Yes,
over
and
and over.
with the pandemic, I have been very worried about all the masks.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, so we bought like cloth masks, and we were washing them. Sometimes we use the ones from the store, because where are all those masks?
Exactly. And you walk along the street now, and you can see
I'm sure
the
they are
masks
in the sea, and some fishes are lying like just tangled with the mask. I don't know.
You see the fishes with the mask, maybe.
Yes. Fish with a mask.
They're like, the humans are doing it. It must be the thing to do.
Yes, something like that. Yes, something like that. So every day we have a problem and we solve it, but at the same time we cause another problem.
Yes.
So I think we need to learn to solve by thinking about environment, not just solve. Yeah, because right now everything is still beautiful, but what will happen? I don't know. That's what I say. Sometimes I worry, because every year you see amazing things with technology, and then you forget about all those things. But when you realize, oh my goodness, animals are getting extinct. I don't know, lagoons are disappearing.
Right.
Yeah.
And we use like pesticides and herbicides, and
Yes.
we tear down forests and build shopping malls.
Yes. Every time I see more apartments, I think about Harvey, because we were in a community that was flooded. And the more apartments you put, the less space for the water to just go underneath, instead of just running in our streets. And there is a lot of apartments, don't know what is the solution in there because we need somewhere to live. But yeah, it's bad.
But you know, it's really amazing. I mean, right now it's sprinkling here, right?
Yes.
And the rain is going on the roof, and then
Yeah.
it goes into the gutters, and then the gutters take it out to the street,
Yes.
and the street takes it to the storm. Then it goes all the way to this lake.
Yeah.
Then it gets pumped up and
To go again.
chlorinated to all come here to water the lawn
Yeah.
later on.
Actually, last year I read something about reusing the water from the rain, and I was thinking probably the water that comes from the gutter we need to buy like a big thing
Yes.
and just get it in there, and then just take a water from there and just put it in the garden because then, yeah. But then I was thinking, what about with this temperature and if you accumulate water, then you start having like another problem. So we need to. But it would be nice to have that.
Exactly. Use that to water the grass during the dry time. You know, be able to store like 10,000 gallons.
Yeah, we need to do something like that because it's not something difficult to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like within the house, the water from the sink, using that to flush down the commode. You know, it's just like it seems like something that should be straightforward and would make sense.
Yes, yes. And for example, I realized when we had the winter problem in here, like for us, we put water in one of the tubs in the bathroom, and for us was enough. But probably because we come from Mexico and we were used to sometimes to don't even have water. So you grow up like you have water somewhere, you are okay. But I think people was like very nervous about not having water in the pipes. And for me, if I have water in there, so I made a mistake. We had water in there, but I didn't close the water. We didn't close the water, and then our pipes burst in the garage.
Okay. Oh wow.
But then I realized we learn how to be comfortable, and we forget the basics. Because I think nobody would have the problem if all of us just close the water, just put some water in the bathtub, and you just flush the water like that. Sometimes we make things difficult for us, right?
We do. Yeah.
Yes, so we have a lot of problems like that, only because none of us wanted to not have a shower that day, but who cares about a shower if many people was like freezing, right? Yeah.
Well, I've seen in Europe, I think it's a Norwegian company, like for showers, they have a shower system that takes the rainwater, filters it, checks the temperature, maybe heats it up a little bit, and then it comes back out the shower. So for 10 gallons, you could take an infinite shower.
Yeah, and I have seen like for the bathroom that they have the sinks on top of the water tank. So you wash your hands, and that water is the one that you are going to flush.
That makes sense.
Yes. So I think there are easy things that we are not doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did you know that NASA is planning to send people to the moon in 2024?
Well, actually, I didn't know. I didn't know. I know they are doing things. I know they are, but I didn't know. I didn't know. So is that like very expensive to do, or something very expensive?
I think it is. Well, it depends on what you think about expensive. You know, I think it's going to cost several billions of dollars.
Yeah. No, I didn't know.
Oh, but what do you think about it now that you do know?
Well, I think I can imagine all the very smart people that is involved in that project, like from many fields, and I'm sure they are going to learn a lot about doing something like that. Like they are going to learn about biology, engineering, all kind of areas in there. I think it would be interesting, and especially to be witness of that happening, because like the amazing things happened when I was like a baby. What was the last time they went? The years
1972.
Yeah, I was little, so I don't even realize that. I don't even remember somebody mentioning that. And it would be nice to be alive. I mean, that it happens during our life. It would be nice to see all the things that the humanity can learn from that. And I would like to know what is the main reason why, because they must have reasons, right? Like we are going to do this, and this. I don't know that because you see, I didn't even know they were going. So I would like to know what are the main have objectives for them to go to the moon. What do you think are the main objectives for them to go to the moon?
Well, China is planning to go to the moon. There's a lot of thought that, if we're not there, then we kind of, give it away. But, I think a lot of it comes down to sort of your vision of the future, long-term vision and future of the humanity. Is humanity going to be forever stuck here on Earth, just making little side trips to places? Or is there a point where humanity branches beyond the Earth? And if
Yeah.
that's so, then the moon seems like the first logical step.
Yes. Well, yes.
I guess it really comes down to your thoughts about the future of humanity in terms of that.
Yeah. Well, I hope it happens. I hope I can see it. And I hope I can start reading more to see what we are going to learn from there, right?
But do you think humanity will branch out into the rest of the solar system, or do you think it'll be forever Earthbound?
But actually, I don't know, because it's like not many things have happened in the last years, but technology now is amazing. I don't know, for many years, even I remember when they say some people, I mean, especially the rich people, they are going to be able to start going there. I really don't know that. I don't see that happening soon. Don't ask me why, but I just probably because I'm already old and I haven't seen like many things happening during my span of life. I remember when they went to Mars with a little car, and it was a huge thing. But not many things have happened, at least during my life, right?
Now they have a little helicopter on Mars that they're flying around.
Yeah, and I think they saw like probably water was in there.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true too.
Yeah. So probably we can imagine like a little colony over there. But I just imagine something like that, like for scientific purposes, but not for life.
Like kind of a research station on Antarctica type of thing.
Yeah, that's what when I think about that, I just imagine that, like research people going there. Yeah, that's what I see. I don't see like people going there. Yeah, I don't know. And I will never go because I'm claustrophobic. So I will never go in some closest things to go there. I ask my kids, would you go? Would you be an astronaut? I think Daniela would, but yeah, me never.
Yeah, I think aside from the people who are afraid of flying, the next reason that people get for not wanting to go to space is the claustrophobia.
Yes.
Being in like a small container, not being able to get out of it.
Yeah, I need a lot of Valium to go to this. Even for an MRI, I ask for Valium. Can you imagine me for going to the space?
I can.
Yes, but it would be interesting to see, and I know many people must be working on that. It's amazing what people do. Yeah, and young people, smart people. Yeah, it would be very interesting to see and to read what exactly they want to do there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's going to be like biology stuff, engineering stuff, and a lot of things in the medicine, right? Yeah.
And this is going to happen before Daniela and Christopher graduate from college.
Yes. So when we think about that, all the things, especially that they are just starting college, all the things they can study, research, learn, it's amazing. Yeah. Hopefully they do all the things they want to do. Yeah.
I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.